Okay, now you know sodium and potassium helps to transmit nerve impulse. What is actually nerve impulse and how sodium and potassium helps to transmit nerve impulse? Let's see. Okay. So as an example, let's say I want to move my hand. Okay. Let's say I want to move my hand like this. What happens is when I want to move my hand like this muscle here, boys know that very well, this is bicep. This is bicep. B-shaped base. This is tricep. So there are two muscles here. This is one. This is bicep, and at the bottom we have tricep. Okay. When I move this hand like this, when I fold in my hand like this muscle should be contracted, should be shortened, and this muscle should be relaxed. What is that? මේ muscle එක කෙටි වෙන්න ඕනේ, පොඩි වෙන්න ඕනේ උඩ තියෙන muscle එක. Let's stretch your arm like this and try to shorten this muscle as this. If you try to shorten this muscle as this, our hand will fold it automatically like this. If we try to shorten that muscle like this, this arm will be folded automatically. Okay, that means when I'm folding my arms like this muscle is shortened. මේ muscle එක පොඩි වෙන්න ඕනේ, කෙටි වෙන්න ඕනේ. And this muscle should be relaxed. මේ muscle එක relax වෙන්න ඕනේ. කෙටි වෙලා තිබ්බ එක relax වෙන්න ඕනේ. So for that, brain should send a signal. Brain should send a signal. What signal? Electrical signal. Actually it is not entirely electrical signal, it is electrical chemical signal should be sent from the brain to our muscle through a nerve. Through a nerve cell. Nerve එකක් හරහා electrical chemical signal එකක් අපේ muscle එකට එවන්න ඕනේ. After that signal, here there are some chemical reaction occurs, and for that we need calcium and magnesium. Okay, after that chemical reaction this muscle is shortened. If this is shortened, that means I am folding my hand. Okay, that's what happened when I am folding my hand. When I am thinking of folding it, brain sends signal, electrical and chemical signals through a nerve cells to this muscle, and here there are some chemical reaction occurs which in which they want calcium and magnesium. So after that chemical reaction this muscle is shortened and this is relaxed. Because of that I can fold my hand. Okay, so how that electrical and chemical signal is passed through this nerve, let's see. If I draw this nerve cell, it is the longest cell type in our body. It can run from our spinal cord to any part of our body. So it is very long. If I draw this long nerve cell, if I zoom it, and I divide some parts, okay, like this. I have already told you in fluid balance lesson, most abundant mineral or the most abundant ions in outside the cell are sodium. So this is nerve cell. Outside the nerve cell we have sodium. Most abundant one is sodium. Okay. But inside the nerve cells we have potassium. Most abundant one is potassium. Okay. So actually, have you seen in films or something, electrical signal is like this one. Like this one. Okay. So we want to generate a electrical signal like this. Okay. So what happens is, when brain sends a signal, what happens is sodium rushes into the cell. Into the cell. Actually, sodium is, here we have plus, sodium plus. That means it's an ion, plus ion. Because of this plus, in this area we have some plus. It is charged with plus. Okay, here in this area, because sodium plus are now entering into the nerve cells. Because of that plus nature, we have it is charged with plus. Okay, it's charged with plus. After that, this potassium, it is also have a plus charged here. Potassium plus, that means a plus charge. So after that, potassium will rushes out. Potassium will leave the nerve cell. That means plus charges are moving away from the cell. That means that plus charge is now reduced. When sodium comes into the cells, if I draw the voltage, when sodium comes into the cells, there was a plus charge. Here I am drawing the voltage. And when potassium with plus charge move away from the cell, leave the cells, that plus charge is now reduced. Okay, like this. So actually there is an impulse. This is impulse. මොකද වෙන්නේ? sodium එනකොට plus ගතියක්, ධන ගතියක් ඇති වෙනවා. potassium set එක යනකොට ඒ ඇති වෙච්ච ධන ගතිය අඩු වෙන්න ගන්නවා. Likewise here also, after this one, sodium rushes into the cell. Sodium has a plus charge. Because of that, this area is now charged with plus. Okay, charge is plus. After a moment, this potassium, which also have a plus charge, will leave the cell. Because of that plus charge leave the cells, this charge is now reduced. Okay, this charge is now reduced. Likewise here, same thing happens. Sodium comes into the cell, that means it is charged with some plus, and after a moment, sodium will leave the cell. Because of that, that plus charge is now reduced. This keep on going. What happens is, at the beginning there was a plus here. At the beginning, there was a plus mark here. And after a moment there was a plus charge here. And after a moment there was a plus charge here. And after a moment there will be a plus charge here. And after a moment there is a plus charge here. Like that. You can notice that plus charge is moving like this. There was here, it was here, it was here, it was here, it was here. Likewise, you can clearly note that plus charge is moving from this area to this area. මෙතන තිබ්බ එතනින් ඇතුළට මෙතනට ආවා, එතනින් ඇතුළට මෙතනට ආවා, එතනින් ඇතුළට මෙතනට එනවා කියන්නේ ප්ලස් charge එකක් ඇත්තට මෙහි ඉඳන් හරියට move වෙන එකක් වෙන්නේ. Actually, electrical signal or electricity is moving plus or minus charge. දැන් කරන්ට් එක යනවා කියලා වයර් එකක් දිගේ කොහොමද යන්නේ? ඉලෙක්ට්‍රෝන කියන ඍණාරෝපිත අංශුව, ඉලෙක්ට්‍රෝන කියන ඍණ ආරෝපණයක් තියෙන අංශුව වයර් එක දිගේ ගමන් කිරීමක් වගේ එකක් නෙවෙන්නේ කරන්ට් එක යනවා කියලා. එතකොට ධන හෝ ඍණ ආරෝපිත අංශුවක් ගමන් කරනවා නම් අන්න ඉලෙක්ට්‍රික් සිග්නල් එකක් යනවා කියන්නේ කරන්ට් එකක් යනවා කියලා අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන්. ඉලෙක්ට්‍රිසිටි කියලා කියන්නේ ඇත්තටම ඒකට කරන්ට් සිග්නල් එකක් යනවා. ඉලෙක්ට්‍රිකල් සිග්නල් එක. ඉතින් මෙතනත් වෙන්නේ ධන ආරෝපිත අංශුවක්. A particle with a plus charge move from this area to this area. From this to this, this to this, this to this. Likewise, plus charge is moving from here to here. That means electrical signals travels from here to here. That is how electrical signal is traveling from here to here. For that, what we need? Potassium and sodium. So that is how sodium and potassium helps to transmit a nerve impulse. Nerve means this is nerve. Impulse, this impulse means this electrical signal. Nerve impulse means electrical signal through the nerve cell. So that is how sodium and potassium helps to transmit a nerve impulse. That means nerve electrical signal, electrical and chemical signal. So that is it. That is how we transmit nerve impulse with the help of sodium and potassium.